Are you feeling frustrated or even disheartened because your child seemed to be making incredible progress with their neurological challenges and then suddenly everything stalled? Maybe you've even noticed some regression, behaviors returning that you thought were gone forever, sleep disruptions creeping back in, or even emotional regulation challenges resurfacing. If you're wondering if the care plan is failing or something's wrong, I want you to take a deep breath and hear this. Plateaus and even regressions are often a normal and necessary part of the healing process. The neurological healing journey is rarely a straight line. In fact, it's more like a roller coaster with its fair share of ups and downs, and sometimes unexpected twists. But here's the thing parents often miss. Those plateaus aren't signs of failure. They're actually evidence that your child's nervous system is working through deeper layers of dysfunction and adapting to a new level of organization. This message is for parents whose children are on a neurological healing journey. Whether your child struggles with sensory processing, ADHD, autism, anxiety, developmental delays, or other chronic health challenges, and you've noticed periods where progress seems to stall or even reverse. Today, I'm going to explain why these plateaus happen, from growth spurts and immune challenges to environmental factors and emotional stress. You'll learn how to identify different types of healing plateaus, understand the science behind them, and gain the confidence to navigate those challenging periods with patience and resilience. As a neurologically focused chiropractor, I see this pattern daily in our practice. Nearly every parent who brings their child for care will experience what research refers to as nonlinear healing progress. Research on neuroplasticity shows that the brain has the ability to reorganize itself, forming new connections and, in some instances, even generating new neurons. It's been observed that children typically experience periods of rapid advancement, followed by consolidation phases, where skills are integrated. The same pattern applies to neurological healing, where the 2 steps forward, 1 step back progression isn't a failure, it's actually the brain's natural way of reorganizing and creating lasting change. First, let's discuss growth spurts and developmental milestones as a common cause for plateaus. When your child is rapidly growing and mastering new developmental skills, their body's energy and resources may be directed towards physical growth and neural integration. During growth spurts, your child's body is working intensely to lay down new bone, muscle, and neural tissue, requiring tremendous amounts of energy that may temporarily be diverted from other healing processes. This can show up as increased moodiness, disrupted sleep patterns, or temporary regression in other areas as their nervous system focuses on integrating these physical changes. Remember that these growth-related pauses are ultimately signs of progress, not setbacks. Each time your child's nervous system successfully integrates a new skill, it becomes more resilient overall. Another significant factor in plateau is immune challenges and their effect on the healing process. Fevers and illnesses aren't simply obstacles to progress. They're sophisticated neurological responses that can actually accelerate healing in the long run. When a child has a fever, their immune system triggers the hypothalamus's thermoregulatory center, leading to an increase in body temperature, which then activates immune cells and creates the environment that is inhospitable to pathogens. During this process, the nervous system diverts resources to orchestrate the immune response, which can temporarily manifest as lethargy, irritability, or a seeming disconnection. The fever process stimulates the release of neurotrophic factors, special proteins that support neuronal growth and plasticity, potentially accelerating neurological development after recovery. This is why we often see major breakthroughs following an illness, though there may be a brief regression immediately after. Environmental factors like toxins and mold exposure can significantly impact neurological progress. Children with pre-existing neurological challenges often have nervous systems that are already dysregulated, making them more sensitive to environmental toxins. From pesticides and heavy metals in food to flame retardants in furniture and VOCs in cleaning products, these accumulated toxins can disrupt normal neurological function. Mold exposure, whether from hidden leaks or poor ventilation, release mycotoxins that can lead to cognitive impairments and neurological signs. These environmental stressors can contribute to temporary plateaus in progress as the body works to process and eliminate these substances. Let's address how emotional stress and busy life changes create what appear to be setbacks. Major transitions like starting a new school year or subtle shifts in family dynamics can trigger the sympathetic fight or flight response in children with neurological challenges. This stress response releases hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, which can quickly become overwhelming for children with pre-existing nervous system dysregulation. Over time, this chronic state of stress can contribute to developing subluxations, which are areas of dysfunction within the nervous system that further perpetuate to a cycle of dysregulation. And this is why we often see regressions during periods of change or high emotion. The nervous system is allocating resources to manage the perceived stress, rather than continuing to make developmental progress. Finally, let's discuss how medication and therapy overload can contribute to plateaus. Many medications are designed to suppress or override the signs rather than resolve the root cause of neurological dysfunction, acting like a mute button for signs the body is still struggling with underneath. When we begin true healing by restoring brain-body communication and balancing the nervous system, it's like the body begins to wake up again, sometimes temporarily resurfacing underlying patterns. The nervous system has a limited capacity, which is why we recommend prioritizing nervous system regulation first and then gradually layering in additional therapies. We know that healing plateaus can be so frustrating to parents, but please do not get discouraged. Most of the time, it's simply one or more of these outside stressors putting a bit of a headwind in play. And once the stressor passes, or your child builds up additional resilience and adaptability, they'll blow right past it and be right back on the path to progress and breakthrough once again. Click the link below or in our bio to learn more.